You are listening to Two Friends, Two Poems, the podcast where friends read poems to each other just to see what happens. Today we hear poetry by Ella Yevtushenko and Padraig O'Tuama, as well as two new poems by your humble hosts. But first, Tom had an idea. Let's see what it was.
All right. And I come bearing a segment idea.
Okay.
And it's not, I don't have a name for it. We should come up with a name, but it's like a spelling bee. I'm going to ask you to spell some words, some winning spelling bee words.
Okay.
Are you ready for your first word?
I'm ready for my first word.
All right. This was spelled by Betty Robinson in 1928. And the word is albumin. Wait.
Albumin.
Albumin. And I would like to just, you don't have to ask. I would like to give you the help.
Oh, yeah. Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Well-beaten albumin is the key to impressive meringue.
And what is the origin of the word?
Latin comes from the word albus, the Latin word for white.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yep.
I'll spell the word.
Okay.
Like Betty did so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know Betty?
How do I know Betty?
Yeah.
How do I know this? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. What do you mean she spelled this in 1920?
It's I am at merriam-webster.com. The Scripps National Spelling Bee began in 1925. In this list, we present some of the most intriguing winning words from over the decades. So
Okay.
That's how I know.
It is intriguing. All right. So I'm going to go with, I was hoping it was your grandmother or something, or great grandmother.
Well, me too.
So historical family. This word's important to your family legacy.
I mean, that changes the timeline entirely.
Okay, I'm going with albumin. ALBUMEN.
Ding, ding. That's it. Well done. Albumin. Albumin is the white of an egg.
Wow.
I'm going to ask for albumin at the Waffle House. I'd like a huge bowl of albumin, if you know what I mean.
Well, there's a vegan version of it.
Ah, really?
Yeah, it's aquafaba.
Aquafaba?
Yeah.
What's it made of?
Bean water. It's the liquid, particularly of chickpeas.
Okay.
If you add some cream of tartar to it and you whip it up, it will behave just like egg whites.
Okay.
I can tell you're going to do this later. I bet a lot of people are. It's like, I've been wanting to make some meringue.
Man, I smell another segment.
Yeah.
Your vegan corner.
These are so good. Are those made out of chickpea water? No, please, aquafaba.
Okay. You want another word?
Yeah.
All right. Semaphore. No. I was a little bit ago, I was getting annoyed at how easy some of the words were, and then I remembered these were for children, and then it made me feel smart.
I mean, who is spelling for anymore?
Right. Okay. This is apropos, I guess. Elucubrate. Elucubrate. No, elucubrate. Elucubrate.
Elucubrate. And can you use it in a sentence, please?
Sure. To complete his studies, the young Abraham Lincoln famously had no choice but to elucubrate at night in his family's log cabin.
To complete his studies, yeah.
Right.
It was for science.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. In my log cabin.
Um, and this is also going to be Latin.
Yes,
the origin of the word is Latin.
The Latin elucubrate meant to compose by lamplight. That is in quotes.
Yeah, so it'd be the same Luke as in Lucifer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. The discipline required of that activity helped elucubrate develop the sense to work out or express by studious effort.
Yeah. So Elucubrate.
Boom. Amazing.
Elucubrate.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It feels so old-timey to be trying to spell words without looking at a device.
I don't know. They don't have a pronunciation for this one, and I need it. Poco curante. Poco curante. Poco curante. Paul, your word is poco curante.
Okay, use that in a sentence.
Yes, I can't wait. He has put up a strangely poco curante front throughout this whole ordeal.
I thought it was going to be like a Spanish dish.
The word is a direct borrowing from Italian. Poco curante.
And the poco curante. It's a borrowing, though. Someone just loved the Italian. So
where poco curante means caring little.
Caring little. Yeah, poco. So POCO CUR. I guess I'll go with ANTE.
Amazing.
It wasn't RIANT.
No, you got it.
Poco curante.
Poco curante.
For all you listeners, you should be hearing our hands going up into an Italian motion.
Hey, maybe I'll throw up some video for this one just as a treat. Poco curante. Actually, you can't see my hand because of my background and my lighting.
Your hand gets amputated. Your whole arm gets amputated. Yeah. It's to help you imagine how things could be worse. This is called. I don't know how to say it. These words are in parentheses. I have to.
Wait, is this yours?
Yeah, this is mine.
Okay, I was making sure. Okay.
So in parentheses, I have to, and then write a poem.
Awesome.
Words on a page are scratches and scrawls. Words in the mouth are sounds and syllables. The same words, different ways, are different. I make sounds when I laugh, but those aren't words. I make sounds when I cry, but those are not words. There isn't a sound to speak of in a smile. Some sounds are just footfall and the turning of a handle. Some scratches and scrawls are what I did with the surplus of our joy. Others, well, were what I did when we said goodbye.
Thank you, man. This is by Padraig O'Tuama, an Irish poet, and it is called Circle. It's funny how things come in circles. You sitting on a step, smoking a cigarette, watching leaves fall off a slowly stripping tree. Me hanging photos on a wall, including one of you, receiving like a priestess your lover's confession. Me telling stories of your conversations, you weeping when your dad asked you how you were. Me writing poems about life while I was slowly plunging into death. You breathing in those same lines, sitting on a step, smoking a cigarette.
My guest poet is the Ukrainian poet Ella Yevtushenko, and this has been translated by Yura Zavadsky. It's called Autumn Begins with Something Trivial. Autumn begins with something trivial: keys forgotten in another city, silver coins of cough in the throat, a Turkish cup of tea, copper coins, water in the battery, hail. I did not feel it, and it's already here, huddling a stray cat, rubbing its legs, leaving faded leaves on jeans. Only on such a rainy night there can be a knock on the balcony door. Only on such a rainy night can it be opened. But who will be behind it depends on whether the nut fell asleep on its guard under the window, whether the pines will reach the torn hem of the clouds, and whether the lightning repeats the pattern of veins on your temples. Autumn begins with something childish. It knocks on the door and runs away. I want to read all day in bed. You are wrapped like a mummy, damp gauze of mist, and continues with something old. It does not take any alcohol. A diamond of cold pulsates in its knees. And so again, every time, this is the first topic of conversation, as if there's nothing more important than this autumn. Wet as a morning under a prematurely peeled crust, it steals airtime from our work conversations, intercepts a wave of gossip, lies down with a stray cat on the balcony where piles of secrets should gather. Autumn drives us to the kitchen and makes us put the kettle on. Autumn begins as something trivial, but grows quickly like other people's children. A penny of winter will roll out of its cold womb. The snow will cover the mummified us, frozen in half a word. Then no one knocks on the balcony window in the middle of the night any longer. And then there's a general risk of ceasing to exist for a while.
This is a poem for the angry young man and his family. Safety protocols malfunctioned on a ride. Sad to say, a few folks have died. Authorities discerning, everyone yearning for the angry young man's side. Crafting statements for all probabilities, for to blame who should be, and if only a way that we could take a breath, consider or try to see, no side, just a begging, perfect, exposed spot on a roof to hide. Man can emerge from boy. Fight, 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 books will say, of man the bad boy wanted to slay. Angry boys' moms and dads left lost, as all sides agree that this is the cost for whatever it is the opposition implies. Angry boys, the price for this carnival ride.
Love makes the world go round. I think she forgot that love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. The lady from the city won't bother me no more. She looks so sweet and pretty, lying on the floor. I didn't see it coming. I sometimes lose control. Next thing I remember, I'm digging up a hole. But love makes the world go round, y'all. Yeah, love and love and love and love makes the world go round. I think she forgot that love makes the world go round. Love, 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 love makes the world go round. An employee of the city, I'm tired today. I try to hold my temper, but sometimes